What a great group of people. There's all different types of occupations, experience, and everything else. So I think we're going to have a really good time for the next 6 weeks. Unfortunately, after COVID, we really dropped off our numbers, and last year we weren't able to get any more than 3 or 4 people to sign up. So we kind of cut the time limit down because it was a 10-week program, and a lot of input that we got, that was 10 weeks was too much to invest. So we knocked it down to 6. We have a program with the Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. 3 of my interns that I have till January are here to assist. We have Tiffany over here from Plymouth Whitemarsh. We have Jake and Peyton. All 3 are seniors at the high school.
What we're going to try to do is open up the police department as much as we can to all of you, to give you the feel of what it's like to be a local police officer. The reason I say that, because your husband in Philadelphia, the policing they do, though it's all under the same title, is far different than what we do here.
Beginning of every shift, every squad does a roll call where the sergeant or the corporal will sit up front. We do our assignments for those zones I talked about. We do our vehicle assignments, and then anything major that's going on that we need to be aware of. We also can do trainings in roll call. It's also our EOC. It's a very multi-purpose room.
Detectives are in the back. They're not necessarily on the road like us. They'll come out and help. We can call them out if we need them to help investigate, pull fingerprints, if there's a break-in.
If you called into our non-emergency number, that rings here to our dispatcher. And if it's a police call that needs police response, they'll transfer you up to county to dispatch us over the radio. Or if it's something we can handle in-house, not a police response matter, they'll handle it here and direct you either to the proper person within the station.
We work very well with other agencies with different investigations, because not everything happens just in Whitemarsh. It can be in Whitemarsh, Springfield, Philadelphia.
We do minimal holding here. You're in the holding cell while we process you, and then you're either released from here or you're transported up to the county jail, where you get processed in if you're going to be held longer.
We have to log in all the evidence, put that in the system, and then it goes into a locked cubby hole. It gets locked. The only people who have access to that are our detective division. They can go in, they put it in there until we need it for court, or the DA's office wants it.
We can do video arraignments with judges, on-call judges, if it's an after-hours arrest. The county, the district court level,
it'll scan it electronically, and then it goes on the computer. That gets transferred to the state of Pennsylvania and the FBI. That over there is your typical where you take a mugshot, so we get pictures. Any questions so far?
Are you wearing a bulletproof
Yes,
vest?
I am.
Does everybody wear it all the time?
Yes, it's mandatory. We have to get.
These lieutenants run the administrative side of things, much like a manager in the private sector would, but they're police officers. So if we have a major incident or something like that, these guys can come out of their offices and respond, because we're police officers first, and then we have our additional duties on top of that.
Every car has a computer in it, printer in it, radio system, Axon, which is the camera in the front that matches this. Also has a license plate reader system in it.
Being a police car is not an easy life. You idle a lot, you drive really hard, and you rotate through people.
This is on. You can say hi, girl. I know. Doesn't matter. You want to work first?
Yeah, let her work. She's young, she's still learning, and right now she's so excited, so that's what that barking's about.
My dog and Greer's dog will both be 2 in January. They're brother and sister.
Seriously, that's too easy. Good, Sam.
She comes to work and she technically she can fight bad guys and stuff, but when she's at home, she's a big baby. She's a couch potato at home. My daughter loves her. They're couch potatoes together.
1, 2, 3. Good job.
All
right. Utilize them for all sorts of different things. Sometimes we'll take them down on the bike path, or we'll take them behind the trail that's over by the high school, places you can't really get a car into. There you go. Just be careful, it's hot. There you go. Right foot over, put it on the floorboard. That's all right. You know, I do it all the time. Perfect.
So if we're responding to a scene or something like that, or doing investigation, I can tell you, okay, this is where they were, this is where something was. If I walk barefoot across the cement, I can see the footsteps.
We are one of the few that are a premier accredited agency, which means that every one of our policy is looked over with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that we do not violate anybody's civil rights when it comes to use of force we've achieved this, and it is not an easy process to go through. Every one of our use of force uses de-escalation. We train for de-escalations. It's a requirement, and we do that with just about everything. Somebody just shot 2 people in their family or whoever, friends, and we get into the front door, we see the person, we see the 2 bodies, we heard the gunshots, the guy's got the gun in his hand and it's pointed towards the ground, and we say, drop the gun. He throws the gun on the ground and goes, put your hands above your head. He does. And he went from there to the lowest level. He's a cooperative subject, but there's a risk factor.
Whitemarsh Police. Nope, that's not it. There we
What does this position tell everybody here? Yeah, one fight, right? What's this position tell everybody? Yeah, I don't want any trouble. Yeah, calm down. Let's talk this out. You know, try to get everyone just to ease the temperature in the room. Officer down, bad guy on top. All right, I'm throwing punches. And off he goes. Very good. Does anybody want to try that?
Right.
Right? You sure?
I'm good.
All right, so we're gonna volunteer. Pick your hips up. Now roll. Roll, roll, roll. No, get your hips up. Get your hips up high. Yup, now roll. That's it. Good.
So if I fire the taser, I get 1 dart in. Okay, see how nice and quiet that is? Now, that person can start running away and can start charging me. Second dart's in. If I missed, I can hit a 3rd dart. All the way up to 10 darts. Once the 2nd probe goes in, the cycle starts and the person will collapse, and then we can rush in there and get them handcuffed under control. If I go taser, and I start giving them an audible alert, they're gonna be like, what the hell is that? If I can tase 10 less people a year because of that alarm, then it's worth it.
Montgomery County SWAT, what is the purpose of the team? To safely resolve inherently dangerous events.
You don't just go knock on the door, do you?
No, so there's a whole process to it. So the detectives who are really doing all the work to get the warrant, to make the arrest, they're gonna go through their threat assessment or matrix based on background, prior charges, intel, likelihood of a weapon, use of a weapon in crime, stuff like that, and then they'll make that matrix so that'll determine if SWAT is necessary. All right, so these are simunitions. They're just little plastic rounds with colored soap in them. You're gonna hear a little crack when you shoot. It's nothing too loud. This is loaded, ready to go. If you could grab it and not put your finger in the trigger well, perfect. Keep the muzzle down at the ground until you're ready to shoot. We are gonna do an active shooter situation. You're gonna make your way down the stairs, you're gonna make a right, and you're gonna go into a room on your left. After that, you're gonna move down the hall, you're gonna go into a room on your right. No people are in play.
Gun down, yep, keep the gun down.
Shot.
Oh, you missed her.
I missed. They're not gonna shoot him.
Where would you shoot her? Ah, close.
Oh, you got the hostage.
Don't have a clean shot?
No.
All right, very good. You did it.
I
Very
could not
good.
see that phone.
What do you think, stressful?
No.
It wasn't stressful at all?
No. Yes, stressful.
It was interesting.
I was an RTC, so we were
Oh, there you go.
done stuff before, so.
I can't imagine that being a real life situation and
I know.
having to feel that out.
We did talk about gun safety, so if you want a gun lock, if you know family members that need them, they're free of charge. They're always available at the police station, so if you ever know anybody that needs a gun lock for home safety, these are great.
You're pulling this car over, it's nighttime, you already got the light shined in your face, you're calling out the tag, they come back, all right, comes back to a GMC, now you're good to go do your approach.
Christina Lennon, Whitemarsh Police. How are you?
Hi, good.
You passed a school bus that had its lights on and you didn't stop. Can I have your license and registration?
Would we break the window for a turn signal violation? No. We have means to avoid that.
I'm 21. I'm 21.
If it was a high-risk car stop, I would wait for backup. And I've been in those circumstances.
Thank you.
All right.
edge of her eye where the white meets the color when it goes out. So when it goes all the way out, it just flutters for a second and then it stops. The more intoxicated you are, the more it will bounce.
One, two, three,
Stand right here. Four. Not bad.
3, 4.
I'm losing my balance.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't fall over.
We're here at the conclusion of our Citizens Police Academy. So, Megan, can you give us your thoughts on the program and maybe what your highlights were?
Yeah. So I had a great time. It was 6 weeks, and every week was a different topic. So we learned about the SWAT team, we learned about the K-9 unit, the motorcycle unit, we learned about the traffic stops. I mean, we could go on and on.
Tell me, what was your best experience in the Citizens Police Academy of 2025?
Probably learning a lot of different things that I didn't know, especially because I was interested in law enforcement. I definitely gave me more perspective on how it gets done out there in the real world, but I know it's not as serious in here because we were just, messing around, but it can be very dangerous.
But I think my highlight was probably getting to sit on the motorcycle because I'm a motorcycle rider myself. So a great experience, as a lifelong resident, to actually meet the officers who protect us and serve us every day. Now we can go out into the community and share, what we learned, and it's only going to be greater of an impact if more people do the program. So I definitely would encourage everyone to apply for next year.